Hey my friends, what's going on? It's your Cashflow strategist Keder on a beautiful day, my friend. In this video today, guys, I'm gonna show you how we turn $9 into $30,000. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time watching my video, definitely leave a comment right down below so I can welcome you to the channel. I make videos about work from home, business, how to make money online, stuff like that. Every now and then I'll make a video off the wall, different tips or different strategies that I use to create cash flow online. If this stuff interests you, definitely consider subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna jump into the computer and we're gonna break down the strategy used, okay? Welcome to the Cashflow Strategist, where our motto is learn, create, and earn. Click the subscribe button down below too. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you can always receive our videos because we upload daily. Also, check our #1 recommended way of creating cash flow online in the description of this video. Alright guys, so how we turn $9 into $30,000. But before we do that, guys, rep your country or city where you're watching me from by dropping a comment down below. Tell me where you're actually watching me from, okay? Anyway, let's jump into it. As you can see, guys, he says, #1, first place. Nice to win #1 as the first of the year. Cormier, $30,000. Now, what we're going to be talking about, guys, is playing fantasy sports, okay? With this, a lot of you know I'm a big fan of basketball, so obviously, you know, I'm gonna be playing basketball, you know, because I keep up with the news. I watch what's going on with the NBA. I'm a big fan of LeBron James, so I'm always paying attention to the stuff. Now, if you have any interest into any sports, now NBA is not the only sports that you can actually play fantasy football, which I'm gonna give you fantasy basketball or football or NHL, or there's so many different ones. I'm gonna give you some tips here, okay, on how you can actually get this stuff going, okay? I'm gonna give you a few tips on how you can get this thing going, okay? The first intro, let me make a disclaimer. This is no guarantee you will win, but if you're well informed about certain sport and recognize certain behavior, you can predict the pattern of certain future. Okay, disclaimer, this is not for everyone, and I would not recommend this as an active business model. Now, if you need business model that create cash flow online, I have a group and I make many other videos about different strategies to create active cash flow. And I have a group called the Cashflow Strategist where you can actually go in there. I'm gonna put the link in the description. There's a bunch of strategy that I teach you how to create active income. Okay, now this is only if you have a few $100s and you want to play, you're really up to it. This should only comes from your profit once you have active income. Okay, this is how I see it. So what are the things you must understand with fantasy basketball, football, whatever, fantasy sport? Those are the top sites. Now the site that I made the money from is called Fanduel. Okay, Fanduel. Now there's so many different sites that you can actually use. I'm gonna share the top 4 with you. The top 4 that I use. There are many other ones. You know, you can just choose whatever you want. Okay, there's Fanduel, there's DraftKings, there's Fantasy Draft, there's Draft Review. Now with all those websites, it's free to start. You're free to start an account. All you're gonna have to do is load up your money once you wanna play. Like, you know, when I first started, all I did was load up $20 to Fanduel, and that was years back, okay? Then I uploaded $100, and every now and then, whenever I get profit in my business, I put more. Now, my brother, he's the one that plays this stuff the most. Like, he plays it like a killer. Like, he's really a big strategist at this stuff. Now, if you want me to bring him on board as a strategist, let me know in the comment, and I can actually bring him on board. He can go into more details. This is just a pastime stuff for me personally, okay? Now, some tips and pointers that I can give you. If you decide to do this, I will still build an active business that create revenue. You would only use your profit. Only use your profit. Only use what you can afford to lose to play with. Don't play with your rent money. If you're a grown adult, you're watching this video, you know, if you have major responsibility, you have family, you have bills, don't take your rent money and throw it at this and expect to win, because you might end up losing. Now, the cool part is that you don't have to invest a lot of money. There's many different picks that starts from anywhere from $1 to $10 to $20 to $50. Try small till you get comfortable. Play with a little bit of cash before you start picking multiple picks and stuff like that. Don't get too greedy, okay? Now, the first thing you must understand here's a few tips that I want to give you if you're going to get this going. The first tip that I want to share with you is to know the scoring system. Unlike the NBA now, when you're playing fantasy football, fantasy NBA, fantasy whatever, their scoring system is different. It's not like a player drop a 3-point and you're going to get a 3 points. It's not like they did, you know, score 20 points for the night, you're going to get 20 points for the night. So you must understand the scoring system. Like if a player, they drop a 3-pointer, it's going to be a half a point. If they drop, like if they do a triple-double or a double-double, they're going to have extra bonus points. So understanding the scoring system, you know, with 1 point, when they make a point, it's actually 1 point. If they make a 3-pointer, it's gonna be a 0.5. If they get rebounds actually count for more. Assists count for more. You know, and steals and blocks, they count for more because people usually has less of those throughout the game. You know, turnovers, you know, that's gonna negative. You know, double-double count for more. If they have a triple-double, it counts for more. So understand the scoring system so you know how your players are doing once you get started with this. Okay, the next tip is to pay attention to the minutes played. Now, with every team, the coaching pattern is going to be different. You're going to look at how long coach has been playing certain players throughout the months. You know, what you want to look at, keep a lookout for trades, because some of those players, when they got new players coming in, they're going to have to accommodate. Some of them will actually get less minutes so that they can accommodate to the new guys. You know, sometimes getting a good player, a big name with low minutes is not going to perform very well on your scoring points in the long term. And sometimes you get a low price player with high minutes, but they're a better deal for you because of the fact that they are playing them more often and they're getting a lot more minutes. So you definitely want to pay attention, you know, to the time that actually the minutes that players get when they play. Tip number 3 that I want to share with you. Pay attention to the news. Now, if you're going to do this, guys, the news has a big impact into what's going to happen throughout the team. So you definitely want to be locked in on your phone. Download the NBA.com app on your phone. Turn on your notifications so you can always receive any major news that's happening right now with the NBA. At least that's what we do, okay? Keep a lookout for injury, starting lineup changes, announcements. Sometimes there's going to have this player that's going to play, and then, well, they decided they can't play them. They ruled out for the night because they have some type of injury. So try to set up your lineup as late as possible before the game. That way you can avoid any surprises that come when it comes to game time. So if you do that, you're more likely to avoid the surprises. Tip number 4, players are going on a hot streak. Players that goes on a hot streak, guys, you know, they can be very tricky, okay? Sometimes it all depends on the player itself. You know, players in the NBA, they go on hot streaks all the time, and it creates a whole buzz around him. I don't know if you remember Linsanity. Like, there was this whole time, you know, Jeremy Lin was like scoring, you know, 30 points and over in every game, and he was killing it. And after that, it's like, you know, you have those players all the time that goes on streak, and the media will create a big buzz around them. You know, the thing, if you catch the streak from the beginning, it's gonna be really great for you. But if you catch it at the end, it's gonna be bad for your score. You know, other time players will go back to the reality. So it's best to look at a player general improvement, like someone who come and they start working on the game, and you can see they went from, you know, scoring 10 points and 15 then 20 points in the season, and they keep growing. That way, that person will be a better streaker than someone who was scoring like 8 points and then out of nowhere they have a 30-point games or 40-point games, and then out of nowhere sometimes again they go back to the regular, and vice versa. And you know, it'll be easier for you to keep track of someone that grows into the streak than someone who has, you know, frequent streak every now and then. Okay, there's a couple different tools that you can actually use. One of them that I use is called Fantasy Lab. They give you so much more information. So if you decide to do this for real, guys, I highly recommend, you know, getting into there, because you can actually check out the lineup. You go to Fantasy Lab, you can see what they have. You know, they're gonna show you for every sport. You can actually start a trial with them. You can actually see the lineup builders. You can actually see what's going on with the NBA. If I click on the NBA right now, I could go to the lineup centers. So you can get more information. You can set up with Fanduel, DraftPick, Yahoo, and all those other places, guys. It's a pretty dope tool that you can actually use to make this stuff happen. All right. So this is the most important takeaway. okay, that everyone should remember. Do not just do this with money that you cannot spare, okay? If you have some spare cash, they have entries for $1. It's not gonna break your pocket. It's not gonna kill you. Now, let me tell you, this $30,000 that is one, we actually entered 10 times at $9. So it was a total of $90, although it's that one that wins, but it was a total of $90 invested, okay? So it's not like, oh man, you're always gonna win on everything, but sometimes if you wanna take a try, you can make this stuff happen. Anyway, will fantasy sport be something that you try? Leave a comment, let me know, okay? Let me know so I can bring an expert. And I have my brother, he's an expert at this stuff. He's been doing this stuff for a while, guys. He's been crushing many multiple wins. Let me know, would you be interested into learning more about this type of strategy? Leave a comment down below because he's thinking about, you know, teaching other people how to do it, showing other people. He doesn't know how much people would receive it. So since I know you guys follow different strategy to create income, cash flow, leave me a comment. Let me know, would you be interested in seeing him breaking down, you know, how he chooses pick, you know, when he chooses pick, stuff like that, more of a breakdown. If you would be interested, drop a comment down below. Then I can let him know. Maybe I can bring him on the channel. He can create a video that goes into more. Maybe we could do a live, answer questions for those of you that would be interested. But anyway, that was your boy Keder. Thumbs up this video if you find any value. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know your suggestions and your thought. I'll see you guys on the next video. See you guys later. Bye.
It's a beautiful day. Get in the game, balls in your lane. Push hard, push through, you can do it. I'm here to put you on, so let's crush it. Don't stop, don't quit, go against the odds. And we'll shine bright like a diamond. Hold your breath, dive deep, cause I got your back. Living life, living dreams. Make that money stack, never quit. It's up to you, there's no limit. Dreams never die if you try.